trouble with technology today, obviously, so maybe I shouldn't be playing with filters, but I'm playing with filters because they're fun. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, also known as Pajama Grandma. Technology. I titled this Technology today. Let's chat about technology and the frustrations we have with technology sometimes. And maybe you don't get frustrated by technology at all. And for an engineer, I feel like I shouldn't get frustrated with technology, but I do. I totally do. Today we're up at the cabin, and for some reason, this has never ever happened in all the years. We've been coming up here 10 years. We've never not had an internet connection. And this morning I hopped on and we have no internet connection. Now this place is wired to the hilt in terms of technology and how it's all interconnected. It's a bowling alley. There's every room's got the ports for the iPods in them and things like that. And it's just got, I don't know how many TVs, lots of TVs, probably 12 or 13 or 14 TVs in each different room and area of the place, and they're all connected, so it's not like I can at home go push the Wi-Fi button on the Wi-Fi box and then everything works. I went up to the control room and I looked around and I just started laughing. I mean, even with my magnifying glass, I had no idea what to do. So I just hopped on my phone and I'm making my recordings, and I'll figure out how to process them later when somebody gets up around here that maybe has a little bit more electronics technology knowledge than I do. But I think it speaks to how do we deal with any type of problem or situation or challenge that comes our way. Do we freak out? I used to freak out a lot more than I do. I think when I was younger, I freaked out a lot more than I do now, but I still get frustrated. And so I'm working on how do I get the word frustration, and not only the word frustration, but the feeling of frustration, so that it doesn't have an impact on me. So it's just a non-entity. I've done it with different other feelings. When I was younger, I had major health challenges, and I still have health challenges, but when I was younger, I had some really big health challenges. And I needed to get rid of depression and just absolutely positively take depression out of my possibility of feelings that I would let myself feel. Now, of course, it took me about 3 years to realize that I needed to get rid of depression as a feeling or a possibility for my life. And I actually credit that with Tony Robbins, because I studied a lot of Tony Robbins back then, and I learned how to get rid of certain emotions that I didn't want to feel, and depression was one of them. Well, now I'm thinking I need to do that with frustration, and I think I've talked about this before, so obviously I need to work on it some more. I haven't taken care of it thoroughly, totally. Now, don't get me wrong, I am 1,000 times better about computer technology frustration than I was 2 years ago. I'm on a continually improving process with that, but I still get nudged by it, and it still bothers me, so it still frustrates me. I mean, it was 44 minutes into troubleshooting this morning. I'm like, okay, obviously I have no internet. This is a challenge. I have no idea how to fix this. What am I going to do? Well, there's always a solution. There's always a way. And so I said, okay, well, what can I do? Well, I always can record the videos on my phone, on just my phone, even if I couldn't get on to, I actually am recording this on Facebook Live. If I couldn't get on Facebook Live, if I couldn't get on any one of the other platforms, I could always record it on my phone and save it and process it later. Now, does that meet my strict guidelines for personally when I want to produce my content and get my information out there? No, I'm a morning person. I want to get it all done first thing in the morning so I can do whatever I want the rest of the day. But guess what? There've been a couple of other days in the last couple of years when I haven't been able to do it in the morning. There've been things going on with people in my life or in my life that had to be dealt with. And so maybe it was 7 or 8 o'clock at night until I got my videos processed and I got things out there. Is that okay? Yes. Is it the end of the world? No, absolutely not. When it gets done, it gets done. I do believe that everything happens for a reason and at the time that it's supposed to happen, even though it doesn't always feel that way. We always want to rush things and get things done on our own timeline, but sometimes the rest of the world has other things in mind for us, and that's okay. So what am I working on? After I'm done with this, whether I can get, this is a problem because I'm doing a 90-day live video challenge, so I need to get on YouTube and I need to get on the internet to do that live video challenge. Sometime today I'll make that happen. I do not have 1,000 subscribers, so I cannot do it on my cell phone, or I would create it on my cell phone. But for this challenge, I have been doing it through a software called StreamYard. It's in beta. Excellent tool, by the way. If you haven't checked it out, I would say, and if you want to do any live video, you can do live video to Facebook, you can do live video to YouTube, you can do live video to almost anything. I just haven't figured it out because I don't use RSS feed or understand it or do any of those things. But you can actually go live through StreamYard to almost anything, to almost any platform that you want to, which is amazing. So I'm working on that today. Today, we're talking about, excuse me, I'm very tired. I had like 4 hours sleep. One thing about being at the cabin with the grandkids, it's a lot more work than when my sisters and my mom and we girls just come up here. It's so much more relaxing. It's a lot more fun with the kids, but it's a lot more relaxing when we women just come up. So today is day 74 of the 90-day live video challenge, and we're talking about engagement and how to get engagement with people and how to get people involved with us. And one of my favorite ways is challenges. I've kind of become the challenge queen. I've been doing challenges for decades now. I first created them and started doing them for myself because I had health challenges and I had challenges with chronic pain and migraines and other issues, physical challenges and issues, which led to other challenges and issues, which led to other areas of my life that were challenged that I needed to come up with ways of coping and handling so that I could create the life that I wanted. And over the years, I got really good at doing challenges because I would challenge myself to do things that people told me weren't possible. You know, it's not possible. You're never going to get out of bed. You're just going to be bedridden for the rest of your life. Yeah, not an option. That was not an option in my 20s. I had lots of doctors telling me that. I had lots of family members and people around me telling me that. And I was like, I mean, for a while I believed them, and I was bedridden for over 3 years. And then I was like, yeah, NFW, this isn't working for me. I got to do something else. And that's when the moment, there's always a moment or a point of decision. That absolute moment and point of decision is when everything began changing for me, is when I decided, yeah, this isn't how my life's going to be. I hear what everybody outside of me is saying, but they don't get to decide. Only I decide what my life's going to be. So, working on that, I'm going to do some bowling and some fun activities with the kids today and just see how the day progresses, because that's what you do on vacation. You do fun things that involve other people. So go out and make an awesome day. If I can help you in any way, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. I'm going to tell you right now, I probably won't look at it or answer you until Monday, depending on the internet connectivity, but I always will get back to you. Take care. Have a great day. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.